Oh, lads, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description below. Hello lads, and welcome to Defending Tips and Tricks. Thank you very much for the attacking tips and trips video. Well, I put it out and it got a fantastic feedback saying that everyone really enjoyed it. I think it's sitting at about 1,000 odd views, which is absolutely phenomenal for a channel my size, so thank you all very much for that. Basically, this is defending one. As when you do attacking, you also have to do defending. So 4 tips or 4 tricks I use for defending. I will tell you how to use them in this video, and they're very, very effective. So the first one is, so what I do is I give the attacker just a wee bit of space, because there's only 2 things. When you give him a lot of space, there's only 2 things he can really do. All you need to do is back off, kind of like a kind of sweeper position with your fullback or your centre backs. You can either have a long shot, which you're really wanting, because if he has a long shot and you've got a top quality keeper in goals, he's not really got to score. Or he's got to try and pull off a pass, which hopefully you'll be covering, and it kind of links in with one of the other 4 steps that I use to defend. So it is very, very good, and it's very effective actually backing off. It's something you wouldn't do in a real game, but it works a treat in FIFA. Now another thing that I do is I contain defend on the wings. Contain defend is basically you hold X, or for the PS3, but if you hold X and you move the left analog stick, your player actually changes body position and moves about, so you should definitely use the left analog stick, and it keeps him in the corner, because one of the main things that happens this FIFA is crossing is very, very overpowered. So if you can prevent him from getting a cross in by contain defending on the wings, just not let him get that cross in and bring it into the centre, you've got a better chance of him not scoring, as long as he doesn't get that cross in. As you'll see in some of the examples in the background, just contain defending in the wings and he is not getting by me, and has to result to either playing it out the park, or me getting the ball, or him playing it in the middle. So it is very, very effective, and definitely give it a try if you are struggling with the kind of crossing aspect of the game. It does get you a ball a lot of times, but don't try it in the middle, because it does create a lot of space in the middle, and that's not exactly what you want, because if he is playing it wide, then he's got a lot of space. If you shut it down with contain defend, he's not going to get the cross in, and more than likely he is not going to score any more goals. Another thing that I do this FIFA is I mark players running forward, because the through ball is very, very, very overpowered this FIFA. It is really, you just have to mark the runs. I mean, chip through balls, you get a lot of goals. As you can see in the background, once you get the ball from kind of like marking, you can obviously go on the counter attack and score. As you'll see here, a very, very good example. The man is running forward, but my centre back could just keep on with him, and I just get the ball straight away. If my centre back wasn't there, that man would have been through and goal and probably have scored. It's just a very, very simple thing to do. It cuts out the through balls. As you'll see here, just following the man back with the player I'm on, and I'd get the ball 100% of the time. It's so easy, and it cuts out the chip through balls, which is ridiculously overpowered this FIFA. As you see in every example, I get the ball every time, just basically because it is so easy to do. And the fourth and final thing that I do to prevent people from scoring is I predict where he is going to pass it, or where the player's movement. It's actually very, very easy to predict the movement if you if you play against the guy, because you can really get a feel for his game. If he's more of a passing player, then you can predict the pass he's got to play. But if he likes to dribble with a man, you can actually persuade him to go a certain way with the way your player moves. If you can move right then left again, he more than likely his player will turn left, and you can just steal the ball off him, as you'll see in the example there. And 3 things you must never do when defending is you must never dive in, because that creates a lot of space behind you and you can just slip the ball through. Bring defenders out of position. If you want to kind of shut down the play, use your midfield as opposed to defenders, and never piss about at the back. If you've got a clear chance, just get the ball at the park or get a wee pass into midfield. Now, that is my defending tips and tricks. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope this is a massive help. I hope it gets the same kind of attention as the attacking one did. Please leave a like if you liked this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. This has been BB3K, and thank you all very much for watching this tips and tricks.